Hello, Leo, and welcome to your August 2025 reading. I'm Corinne from Sacred Star Tarot. Welcome if you are new to my channel, and welcome back if you're returning. I'm so glad you're here to take a look at your August. So, we're going to see what you can expect for the month of August and any advice. Now, happy solar return, happy birthday for this month. I wish you all the blessings and everything that your heart desires. Now, of course, being a new solar cycle for you, this is the time where it's the opportunity to plant new seeds and new desires, what you want for this next solar return in your life, which is beautiful. What your heart, your soul, and your mind desires to experience and create. And this month on the 9th, we have the full moon in Aquarius. Now, in this full moon, like every full moon, it's this beautiful opportunity with the full moon to reveal to us what we can't see, an aspect of life that needs to be looked at, understood. And this full moon being in Aquarius is all about your individuality, your uniqueness, an opportunity to release beliefs that have kept you conforming, people pleasing, anything that's not authentically who you are. Another theme of Aquarius is your altruism, how your life affects the whole and what you want to do about that. And so it's a beautiful full moon. Then by the end of the month, we are moving all of that fire, that beautiful fire of Leo, into Virgo. So by the end of the month in Virgo season, that is the time where we might want routines and schedules, put all of that fire into earth, into the practical day to day. So you might want to start a new routine, attention to detail, fine tuning what you're doing in your life. So that's a beautiful transition at the end of the month. So now let's have a look at what Spirit wants you to know. And I've meditated on your energy. Coming into the month, you have Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. This is you in your fire. Perfect. Feeling inspired, having desire, feeling energized, ready to take action on a new idea or desire that you want. Really in your beautiful Leo energy. This is like being receptive to what life has to offer, and I'm ready to take action. So very strong start to the month. Then you have the Four of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So this is like, the Four of Wands is when you feel, it's this card of celebration, when home has stability, where you feel safe, secure, content with your family, with your friends, and it's a really good, solid, foundation. When we see it, this is like, I have this solid foundation and I'm celebrating and have everything, but there's something that's still within me that doesn't feel it. These are like I'm still in anxiety, I'm still in stress about something. And even though I have all of the support and the security around me, and maybe I'm feeling really stable, in my home, in my, surroundings, but there's something within me that's not happy. I can feel it. And maybe, it's like I may not be able to put my finger on what it is because outside everything looks like it's going fine. But there's something in my mind that is keeping me fearful and stressed. So we're going to dive into this to help understand it. And the Three of Wands, you know, is where we're like looking out to, well, I'm not completely satisfied. I don't understand it because, you know, I'm feeling passionate. I'm feeling really confident. My, you know, environment's good, but there's something more for me. I'm not quite satisfied. And I think you'll be trying to figure out what it is in the mind that is helping you to understand something. Now, it could be a conflict that's happened. You know, for some of you, this will like show up in your external as a conflict, a situation that causes you to feel, you know, overwhelmed and stressed out. But what I can see in your reading is whatever this is, whatever the cause of this feeling is in the month of August, is actually to help you. It's to help you to understand something about yourself. Because then we have the Four of Swords and the Hermit. So like, it's like you looking within. I need to understand this. I need to heal this part of my, or understand it, or change what it is within me that's not feeling, overwhelmed and stressed out. Because your fire is really strong. So this is this is a thought in the mind or a situation. Now, whatever this is, getting one thing out of this reading is taking the time. What your reading's saying is, whatever this is, take the time to understand it, to look within. What do I need to understand about this situation or about this fear so that I can transform it? Because at the end of your reading, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So sometimes these things come up because we've got an idea of the direction we're going, we've got an idea of what we want, and this then something arises within us to help us look within and realize something so that we can move in the right direction. Maybe if this didn't happen, you'd be moving in the wrong direction with that fire, going for the wrong thing. So don't see this, you know, this anxiety, this overwhelm, this challenge as being a negative, because your reading looks really positive. It's more to help you move in the right direction. So the worst thing that you could do is probably ignore it, push it down, pretend it's not there and keep going. It's there to show you something. So that you're on the right path and you're on the right track. So let's get some clarity for you, Leo, to help you with this. It's like almost a, you know, it's guidance that you're getting. But it comes in the form of an anxiety or overwhelm, but hugely beneficial. Okay. So call upon the light, call upon the Holy Spirit, and I call upon the divine to help me with this reading for Leo for the month of August, to give them everything they need to know for the month and their highest and their best path ahead. Their highest and their best path ahead. Help me clarify this reading for Leo. Okay. So can we please understand the Knight and Queen? Okay. Five of Wands, So the Five of Wands is the conflict and competition card. You know, it's like when we're using all of our fire to defend and to battle with life, or to battle with people and situations, where we feel we're always in, you know, in opposition to life or opposition to things. That life, you know, life has to be hard, and I have to use all of my will to keep pushing forward and to make things happen all the time. Because your fire is your will, you know, and it can be, you know, out of balance with the other elements, you know, the emotions, which is receptivity. So it's like, if I believe the only way that I can get things done is if I drive hard and I push and I use my will, you know, that can come at a cost. You know, if that's the only way I feel like I can achieve what I want. Whereas, you know, the fire is beautiful. It's our will, it's our determination. But there's also the other elements of water, you know, being receptive, where we can receive things and not have to force and make things happen. So I think you're going to be getting an understanding of that. Can we please clarify the... Oh, wow. Okay. 7 Swords, Judgment in reverse, and Empress. Okay. So let me just take a look at that combination. It's very interesting. So it could be that, you know, the 7 of Swords is where we've been, you know, tricked by the mind, deceived by maybe other people. You know, it's also the card when we find it hard to trust. You know, and like this combination is like, I think you're getting an understanding of how, you know, if you've had to do everything all on your own, and the only way that you get through life is to use your fire, you know, to push and to use willpower, you know, I think you're getting an understanding on that, because sometimes the push comes at a cost. You know, it can come at a cost to you, most importantly, and even relationships. So I think you're really getting understanding of how to use your fire in a healthy, you know, in a healthy way. And whatever this is happening mid-month, it's to show you that, you know, maybe you've used your fire and it hasn't worked, or you're exhausted, or, you know, there's been a conflict. And you're looking within to understand, what is it within me that keeps feeling that I need to push and fight and use my will? Why can't things come easily? Why, you know, can I just let go and relax? You know, for some of you, this will be like a defensive pattern. You know, we learn that the ways that we achieve and get things done, and we need to use our might and that will. So I think you're getting an understanding on that. Let's ask, can you please help me understand the Hermit and the 4 of Swords? The 9 of Wands, yeah, exactly. You know, this is being tired of it. You've got so many wands in your reading, and maybe because it's your birthday month as well, you're getting this new understanding of your fire, where it's been used in maybe ways that haven't helped you, so that you can use it in all the ways that do. And I think you're looking within. Why am I feeling so exhausted, like I'm fighting all the time, like I'm battling and needing so much energy, you know? And this creates a really big shift. Let's see what needs to happen. Oh, there we go. Yeah, great. Yeah. Okay. So this is really, you have the Queen, the Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Wands. And this is all about balancing your water and your fire. So coming at life with a new emotional sensitivity and awareness. You know, the water is the element that helps bring harmony and balance in. Balance within your body, mind, and spirit. It's the understanding that we can, you know, I can soften and I can unconditionally love myself. I don't need to push so hard to try and prove my worth or my value. I am worthy. I'm deserving. I can come to life with a new level of ease and flow, you know, allowing the flow of life to give to me. You know, some of our fire, sometimes it's used because it's like, I've got old patterns that I'm not good enough, so I need to push harder and do more and be more. And then, but you know, that hurts myself, it hurts my relationships. And so you're getting a new understanding, connecting to your emotions, that compassion for yourself. The emotions of knowing, you know, the Queen of Cups is like, I now know that how I feel is really important. You know, if I feel sad, if I feel tired, I'm going to appreciate that. I'm going to acknowledge that. I'm going to have more kindness and sensitivity, you know, to myself, so that you can come with your wands and that beautiful charisma that you have, but with a softer, you know, with this beautiful water, having self-compassion and feeling your worth and your value. And that's going to really cause this change. Experiencing a different, you know, cycle where things can be more in flow and easier. Okay. So is there any advice for Leo for August? Do you have any advice for Leo, please, for August? I mean, the main advice from the cards, Leo, is, you know, when this anxiety comes up, it's to like look at it, you know, go within. Okay. Yeah. So we have the King of Cups, Knight of Swords, Strength, and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And this is really the time to find your peace, find your balance, you know, balancing the mind, your emotions, and your energy. That will be a big key. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. So new level of emotional contentment. Okay, so let's see what animal spirit's here for you for the month of August, Leo. Let's see, too many. Will you please have one animal spirit for Leo? Okay, you have the hawk and messenger. Spirit is sending you the messages. Open your greater wisdom to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. That's just lovely. And, this reading is really to help you to get the best out of life in a more relaxed, receptive, realizing that you don't have to, push so hard. It'll really calm your whole sense of yourself, your mind, your body. And I'm going to call this reading Balancing Your Fire, because that's what it will be. You'll be learning how to harmonize your fire. So Leo, I hope that has helped you through this month, and this is going to be a really great transition, the Wheel of Fortune, to better experiences. I'm sending you all of my love, light, and blessings for the month. Thank you for your likes, subscribes, and shares. It helps my channel more than you would know. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.